into this, we do see it is a Hattori pick. Maybe that Asuri pick was specifically a Balthazar thing, or maybe a Balthazar character choice thing. On the other side, Monexo coming in with the Ember. I'm going to look back at the bracket to see what Monexo has reported, if anything. So one of the first sets reported was in the winners quarterfinals against Power Ranger, and that was a Hattori for 3 games, and then in game 4, that was a Koji. So completely getting away from that, except for the bow. Going to have that carryover from the Koji pick. Coming into the defense stance, going up from 3 to 4. That's actually going to be a pretty good spot, because Hattori has only 4 strength, and Fiend is actually also going into the defense stance as well. So in terms of the discrepancy between strength stance to defense stance, it's actually going to be in Monexo's favor, which is kind of something rare for a lot of Ember players out there.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Ooh, I can see this this skin right here on this. I forgot Ember. I like this Ember skin definitely a lot, but let's go ahead and see how this one plays out, man. As we get into our first game on Mammoth Fortress, this is kind of down the middle right now. No one really getting a full advantage, but as you said, man, Monexo has just been having a hard time against Fiend in general, and that's probably exactly why.
D-Light Insig, Fiend is so good at hitting those. One of the Hattoris out there that kind of hits that more than most. Monexo looking for a way to enter and grab that weapon. Fiend was sort of just acting like a wall between Monexo and the weapon spawn. They kind of backed up, picked up that weapon as well. So didn't fully go 100% into pushing the weapon disadvantage with aggression, but also didn't 100% go into the weapon starve game either. Kind of did best of both worlds there. Nice side sig from Monexo, pushing Fiend off stage. Went for the dip down side air, didn't quite make contact. Another side air coming out from Monexo. He's looking for the KO option here. There's the dare. Tries to get the read the other direction with the side sig. Not quite. Fiend was in the air.
Yeah, man. So here we go. As you can, oh, nice little shot right there being put on to Fiend right there, but still, he's holding on to this stock for quite. Oh my God, what a save right there to go ahead and get on the other side. A little mix-up action, and now he has got a super solid lead here on to Monexo. Monexo struggling to find this first stock. Still, even though this Fiend is super hurt.
First game definitely really hard for Monexo right now. Not sure how long these players have been waiting. So maybe there was sort of a cool down phase while they were waiting for these sets to happen. Maybe that just served Fiend a little bit better. Coming into this, Monexo was able to deny the 3 stock, finding a little bit of a guitar string here, but still at the stock disadvantage and the health disadvantage. Now orange against Fiend's sword. Last time Monexo was orange against the sword, it was a D-Light Insig, sending Monexo down to the bottom right. Might see that again.
All right. So yeah, this is definitely this is looking like a game done for Monexo, man. I'm not really sure how they're supposed to get back into this one with the level of domination that I've seen Fiend play at right now. And this set's particular, not going to die yet to that side sig, but the next one's definitely going to catch. Okay, a little down air action, double. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a triple on the way back, but no, it decided to retreat back to the stage, although it does not really matter. Just borrowed time there as that downlight recovery goes ahead and takes him off the top. 539 to 329, man. Just an absolute stomping right there from Fiend.
Did we even really see very much bow from Monexo? I feel like we didn't. It was like all Katars.
I feel like we saw the bow, it just didn't do anything. Like
okay,
that's,
yeah,
that's kind of where we're at.
That's probably a little bit of a better description on that one.
Yeah, it was around, you know. The visual was on the screen. It just unfortunately was not much more than just the visual. So that is going to, there's going to be a swap already from Monexo, swapping off of the bow into a sword. So see how this one plays out instead.
This is going to be the Asuri pick, which Fiend is certainly familiar with, also playing Asuri in 1v1s as well. We saw a lot of Asuri from Fiend, actually primarily Asuri, back at the Summer Championships. As the main character pick for Fiend, he's going to get first weapon. Monexo is able to grab the Katars very quickly. Already picks up 2 hits. That's a nice start.
Aim. So now you said, as you said, man, he's back onto the Katars, man. I guess this is probably his weapon of choice, the one that he's believing a lot more into, which is fine. I mean, in ones, you know, ones, the Katars are definitely a lot more usable, seeing that you don't have to worry about like trying to, you know, not hit your teammate and on top of that team combos with him. You got your own combos now, but it is still Fiend that you are playing against, and Fiend definitely not going to be giving this up for free.
Goes for the D-Light Dare. Tried to get the D-Light reset off of that soft platform. At least he didn't have to burn a dodge there. Then he gets the turnaround down signature to KO off the top. Very similar to one of the ways he was KOing in the first game.
Right. So, as you say, yeah, KOing in the first game, but it is looking a little harder for Monexo this time around. I feel like he's done the damage for sure, but I think around this point in the last game, he actually was a little closer to taking the stock. And here he is. Maybe I want to know why he's deciding to go for the guitar so much, though. I mean, like, he swapped over to the Asuri, maybe just for the SIGs. But here we go. Got a sword in the hand. Let's see how the sword works out against Fiend.
Yeah, that is an interesting choice, because if you look at his most played legends, number 1 is Koji, sword character. Number 2 is Bodvar, sword character. Number 3 is Hattori, also a sword character. And then 4th is the Asuri. The next Qatar character, I'm going down the line. I'm still going down the line for this one, TK. I'm going to stop doing it because Fiend's going to work here on this second stock of Monexo. Yeah. Not a lot of highly ranked Qatar characters for Monexo.
All right. Well, that's going to be another stock off, but some decent damage here already onto Fiend. Will Fiend end up dropping this, or are we going to see... Oh, no, he's not dropping anything right now. Get some nice 2s infused here. Got another one, a 3-tap right there. And that's not going to be enough to push him off the side just yet, but I mean, we're close. I think maybe like one more hit and then another downlight recovery could be it. Fiend, though, probably not going to give that up freely.
Yeah, Monexo certainly getting there. There's the D-Light side air. Weapon toss comes out. Fiend throws out the dodge just in case. D-Light Dare doesn't quite get the jump correctly off of that one. Monexo throwing out signatures, hoping to finish this second stock of Fiend. Still struggling to find that KO move. Fiend very much in the red. The down air not going to be the KO move. You see, again, signature coming out while Fiend is doing more and more damage. Final hits of that neutral light, taking Monexo into the red on final stock. Not looking good for Monexo.
All right. Monexo finally getting a stock here, but he's so far behind. As Sparky said, this is definitely rough. I mean, you're far behind in a match where you haven't really shown that you have the momentum at any point. If you've been playing behind from the entire time and just a raw side sig, gotta go ahead and take that one like it's nothing. Easy stuff right there for Fiend Satori yet again. The damage looking a lot better though. 540 was that 540 something to 441. And that, that's obviously an improvement on what we saw earlier, 582 to 441. So slight improvement. I think about like a 60 damage improvement right there altogether. But gonna have to pick it all the way up if he wants any chance, or we're gonna see that 6-0 real quick.
Yeah, the percentages coming out from Monexo actually really weren't that bad. 74 light attacks were thrown out. You expect those high numbers coming from a Qatar character for sure. 46% accuracy, not terrible, but towards the end of that second stock, the moves he was hitting, giving him that high accuracy, were like down airs when you need to find KO moves. Unfortunately, hit 0 signatures, and we saw more than a few were attempted. Now Monexo is swapping over to the Koji. This is the top-leveled legend for Monexo, pulling out the big guns here as best as he can when he's down 0-2 in the set. Level 100 on this Koji.
Yeah, man, do not sleep on the Koji either. As I said, man, this is just a really good legend altogether, but hopefully, another
Fiend.
swap to 8. Well, this time he actually swapped. He wants to get back to the bow this time, so I do like the idea. He's managed to keep one weapon through each swap, but I'm just not sure if it doesn't matter what character you're playing. I think this just looks like a mental block, if anything.
Yeah, Fiend is really coming out of the gate strong here, showing a lot of confidence in the way he's playing, a lot of momentum. Monexo's starting to slow that down just a little bit. A lot of unanswered damage actually coming out from Monexo onto Fiend. Has Fiend in the orange now. There's the D-Light side air, certainly going to be the KO. Fiend takes first stock, but he did start to lose a little bit of control there towards the end of it until he found that D-Light side air.
Yeah. All right. Up and out of there. See him definitely trying to put a little more work in. Oops, the back air is going to find the mark on that one for sure. And sorry.
Oh, the momentum from Fiend. He's just controlling everything here. You see a little bit of movement coming out from Monexo, but it seems like he's afraid to commit because he knows how often Fiend is actually going to punish him. Just a nice falling side air, puts Monexo on the off stage. Fiend looking like he's going to do something off stage, pulls out of the ground pound, goes back on stage, maintains stage control while Monexo's stuck on the wall. Neutral air, not enough.
Wait a minute. So this is actually, you know what? This is probably the closest Monexo's been so far.
Yes.
So far as this game, while he's not super hurt on his second stock, he can definitely get back into this game in an easier fashion if he is able to kind of circumvent like this type of pressure from Fiend. This is where Fiend really shines. It's just, it seems like he's able to put on the pressure so easily and keep the momentum on his side. So even when Monexo's getting a hit, Fiend is like, all right, I've been hit. It's cool. I'm back to neutral. Let's go ahead and reset it.
And specifically that momentum that Fiend has, it seems like he's always able to get one more hit than maybe he should, and that's because just the way he's playing around Monexo. It's like Fiend will get a D-Light down air, and it's not going to be true yet to get another follow-up, but he'll just fast fall down and then hit a side air. Like, he's always hitting in +1 moves that you would expect.
Okay. Out of there.
Even better now for Monexo than he was when he got Fiend's second stock. Before Monexo was in the orange, 50+ damage behind. Now he's only in the yellow, so he's definitely bringing this back, doing a good job. He has to do it quickly, though. He's going to need to find a way to get the lead. Has Fiend in the yellow. Monexo starting to turn up here on final stock.
Okay. Monexo trying to get himself a W, at least one game. And look, that's how it starts, man. You get one game, that means you can get the set. But it's just getting that game is the real issue. I don't even like, I mean, we saw the set count, but did we get to see the game count as well? Like, what do those sets look like?
No.
Has it been a lot of 3-0s or no?
I would imagine it's not a lot of Game 5 situations or a lot of Game 3 situations if we're talking about a BO3. Monexo has Fiend in the red. Monexo's also in the red as well. I'm worried about the down signature from Fiend. He's been doing so well on the sword. Worried about the D-Light recoveries, the D-Light dare recovery, if a D-Light recovery won't kill raw. Oh, D-Light side air right on the corner. Monexo still staying alive. Can he get back here?
Ooh.
Fiend goes for the GC neutral light, trying to use as many active frames as he can. Side air, sending Monexo far.
Yeah, I don't think he's be able to make this one back for free. The down air, he's still living, though. He didn't manage to touch the wall, but
oh
my
just
God,
barely.
the
He's going
baby
under.
touch.
And Fiend
Okay.
threw away his weapon as well, so he couldn't get to the corner to throw the weapon down to deny the wall touch. Didn't matter. Monexo steps foot on stage. He's done. Oh, yo, we actually do have the game count. Let's go, Frone. The last 4 games for Fiend for them, or last 4 sets for Fiend for them, were 3-1, 2-1, 2-0, and 2-1. So, yeah, there's a Game 4 in there. There's a Game 3 on a bow 3. There's a 2-0, and then there's another Game 3 on a bow 3. So, actually, not as dominant as I would have totally expected. Still very dominant, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, well, this is another one right here where that could have definitely been a 3-1 situation, possibly even a 3-2 situation if he was able to close it out right here. But, yeah, no, just the edge guard was dropped a little bit by Fiend on the right side, but he managed to clean it up on the left side regardless. A lot of SIGs being thrown out.